Hello. Thank you for listening to and watching You Had Options. This episode, I have Tane Graves from the very good band Tightwire. Talk about Minneapolis a little bit. Talk about growing up in the Dakotas. Great talk. This is like the third or fourth time filming this intro. I tried to shoehorn a Michael Graves joke in there. I don't know, it didn't work. But make sure to check out Tightwire wherever you get music. They put out an album in 2023, Head Full of Snakes, on the very good label Red Scare. Great talk. Go check out Tightwire wherever you get music. Go follow them online. Go follow You Had Options wherever you consume social media. Yeah. Thanks for listening. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoy.
Thanks for having me.
What are you in Minneapolis right now?
No, I am in South Dakota currently.
South Dakota, okay.
Yeah. So we still say we're a Minneapolis band, but I live in South Dakota. Noelle, who is the other lead singer and lead guitar player, she lives in Iowa, and then our other two members live in Minneapolis.
Okay. That's cool. How is that difficult to function, do band stuff?
Yes. I mean, yes and no. Like we have a show coming up this weekend. A pretty big show where we're playing in front of
wrestling.
We're doing the wrestling show. There's gonna be like 1,200 people there.
Damn.
We're gonna attempt to practice.
Hell yeah.
Like an hour before we have to show up. But you know, the songs aren't hard. The songs are like we purposefully write the easiest shit so that we don't have to be in the same city or the same town. So I would say the songwriting makes it harder because when you're trying to write a song and you're trying to make it really good, but you also have to make it really easy.
Right.
Yeah. But yeah, no. We got the wrestling show this weekend, and we'll be fine. Probably.
Yeah, no, I have all
and if we fuck up, then we can just fall back on the thing where like, hey, we're a punk band.
Oh yeah, I feel that. You guys, so you guys played some shows with Good Friend and Make War, and on this past year.
Yeah.
And I think what Nicole had to go home for stuff, and you got a new Noelle, sorry, and you had a like filling guitarist, but it sounded sick. So I'm sure.
Well, from here on out, I'm just gonna call her Nicole.
I meant Noel. I'm sorry.
I know, no, it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. But literally the next time I see Noelle, which will be in like 3 days, I'm gonna be like, Nicole, what's up, babe? How are you, Nicole?
Oh goodness.
Uh,
Oh.
they know I'm doing this podcast. They'll
Okay.
probably listen to like the first 30 seconds of it.
Okay.
Um,
That's my best. The best bits, anyways.
well, I mean, uh, we try to do we've done a collective podcast in the past,
Yeah.
but we just all end up talking over each other,
That's usually how it goes. Yeah.
and then we make like a million inside jokes,
Yeah.
and it makes it really unfun for the host.
Right.
Um, yeah.
Yeah.
So
I've
go ahead.
I've done full bands, and it's okay, but yeah, it's like you said, it devolves quickly into like inside joke and stuff. I'm just like trying to cut through and be like, so the new record, or whatever.
Yeah, I mean, it's one of those things where like I feel blessed and cursed
Mm.
because my band members are like, yeah, we you do all of it. We don't care. And I want to be inclusive of my
Right.
band. You know what I mean? Like
Oh yeah.
I want to include everybody, but the last time we did it, we got a bunch of messages of like, yeah, maybe you guys shouldn't all do that as a band because you just talk over the host and you sound like a piece of shit. Which here's the thing, man. We're pieces of shit.
I feel you.
Um
Aren't we all? Aren't we all
yeah,
messy humans?
in our own way.
Yeah.
I had a conversation with a friend yesterday,
Okay.
um, where I was like, "Yeah, I'm a piece of shit," and they were like, "Yeah, but you're not."
Right.
But I was like, "Yeah, but piece of shit encompasses like so much,
It's
you
true.
know? It's like it, it it's when I'm like trying to be gender neutral. I'm like,
Hmm.
I say dude.
Hmm.
You
Yeah.
know, like
Is
dude is my gender neutral thing,
yeah.
and piece of shit is my like you can either be lazy,
Hmm.
you can be an alcoholic,
Right.
you can be anything that encompasses piece of shit.
Hmm.
Um yeah.
I feel
Anyways,
that. I feel
I'll
like most like a baseline. There's a baseline piece of shit, and then there's like uh intentionally an intentional piece of shit. Like trying to be nefarious or what I'm saying, like hurt
yeah,
somebody, whatever, hurt feelings, physically hurt people, that sort of thing. But
yeah. It's like
then yeah,
it's one of those things where it's like I remember like back in like 2013,
yeah,
um, we had this dude move into our house,
hmm
which was in Minneapolis. It was like a
okay,
punk house, and it it's kind of where the term came from, but like I like somebody was like, "Yeah, you'll love him." I won't say his name.
okay.
He's he's now deceased.
Oh,
Um,
R.I.P.
but somebody was like, "Yeah, you'll love him. He's a huge piece of shit." And like back in 2013, we were like, "Oh, yeah, that's cool.
That's fun. Yeah,
Sick. Yeah."
right.
And he turned out to be a huge problem.
Oh no. Yeah.
Well, it's whatever. Like a huge problem to me now is not that big of a deal. But anyways, we can move on from this. This
I like this tangent. Yeah, it's yeah, in this decade of my life, I'm 34, and so if somebody's like, "You're gonna love him, he's a piece of shit," I'm like, nah, I might
yeah,
pass
right?
on this. Yeah,
I'm 34 as well.
nice. What's your? Can I ask you what your birthday is?
October 3rd,
Okay.
1989.
I'm January 23rd, so
Yeah.
about to hit 35. Yeah, god damn. Um, but yeah, what the did you grow up in Minneapolis?
No, I grew up in South Dakota.
Oh, okay.
Where I'm currently staying
Okay.
is back in my hometown. I moved back. I don't want to make it sound noble.
No,
Um,
no, whatever.
I moved back. My dad's not doing so well, so
Oh,
I moved
yeah.
back to
Gotta help
to
out.
help.
Yeah.
Yeah, to help my mom. Um, but yeah, I fucking hate it here.
Yeah, I
It's
was
a
about to say,
shitty.
what's it like over? I've never been to either of the Dakotas, so uh,
Where are you from?
I grew up in Mobile, Alabama, and I'm currently in Birmingham, Alabama.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Yeah,
I'm trying.
it's
Sorry. I'm not trying to be a bad podcaster. I'm just
now you're
trying
being a
to
great podcaster.
take a moment to think about the Alabama
Mm,
towns that we've played. I
yeah.
think we've played Birmingham. Um,
Okay.
we actually fuck. We just played Alabama. Um, like a
Was
couple
it?
months ago, and
Was
it
it
was
with?
like the most backwoods. Like we pulled up to the venue, and it
Yeah.
was like, oh my god, we're gonna all get raped,
Oh, easily. Yeah.
and all the money we have, which is very little, is gonna get stolen from us.
Right.
Fuck.
Was this with
Um,
Billy Liar on the way down to Fest?
yeah,
Okay. Yeah, he told me about that show. Yeah, I was like, yeah, it sounds. I forgot where he said it was, like Alabaster or something.
yeah. It was like this weird, like nobody town. But you know what? I'll say maybe my favorite show of the whole fucking thing.
Yeah.
Um, like we pulled up at this garage outside of maybe what is a trailer home.
Yeah.
Um, and it ended up being like our favorite show.
Yeah.
Like
There's.
the band before like us, the two touring bands,
Mhm.
was like the most anti-racist, anti-homophobic, like hardcore band, and
Nice.
so fucking good. We were so amped. So yeah, I don't know.
Yeah. There's a good bit of that in Alabama. Like a lot of smaller towns that don't get a lot of bands coming through, and so usually those shows are pretty cool because like everybody comes out
Yeah,
if a band is coming through to play.
yeah,
Yeah, yeah. Alabama's cool. It's obviously you know negative connotation with our with the history of racism and stuff, but that's better now. Uh, it's a
yeah. You know, The funny thing about like shows in like southern areas or rural areas is that like when you do get the opportunity to book a show, like when people are like, please come play here,
Right.
they can be like the coolest shows. And it's because like the people in those areas are so starved for this thing
Yeah.
that they love.
Right.
You know, being from South Dakota, like we tried to put on the best shows we ever could, and it would be like 20 people. We would get like 20 fucking people out. But the bands were always stoked because the 20 people we pulled would be so happy
Yeah.
about the music that was being
Right.
played. So yeah. Anyways, I digress.
No, please digress. Did you before Tightwire? Were you in touring bands? What was happening before Tightwire?
Before Tightwire, yeah, I was in a bunch of DIY bands. Like I played in an emo band called Charlie Siren. For a number of years. I was in a bunch of emo bands.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is
And we did a lot of we toured a bunch, but none of it was great.
yeah.
Which is like the funniest thing, man, is like I was so used to being in a band that wasn't great that like before Tightwire, we were just like a local band. We were a local Minneapolis band. We were called Drones.
Okay.
And like everything we've done is just like happenstance. It's so like weird and
What you mean?
well, I mean like so the thing that got us signed to Red Scare, we were actually thinking about trashing. We had a couple of like demos out through a record company out of Iowa City, which is a great record company. They've put out a bunch of cool stuff. They're called Bloated Cat. But we were expecting to put this out through Bloated Cat. It was going to be our third like demo EP thing. And we ended up like mixing it. We went into the studio, we mixed it, and I remember like our past guitar player, Paul, and lead singer. He's since not been a member, but I remember us like sitting in his living room and being like, "Man, this shit kind of sucks, right? Like it's not that good." And I think it's maybe like 3 or 4 in the morning. It was like it was not a good time. Like we were just like feeling super bummed. And I was like, "You know what? the person that will tell me if this sucks or if it's cool is Eric Funk from Dillinger 4.
Okay.
Still like one of my best friends of all time. Somebody that I trust. If
Right.
if he doesn't like it, I don't know. Are you a big D4 guy?
I like D4. Yeah.
Yeah. Um. So I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna send it to Eric
Yeah.
from D4, and I know he'll tell me if it sucks.
Right.
Um. So I don't know.
It's tough.
Maybe like
It's
four.
sorry.
It
Go on.
was like maybe 4 in the morning,
Yeah.
and I was like, I'm gonna text him, and I was like, hey Eric, we just made this 5-song like demo
Hmm.
thing that we're thinking about releasing, but we're not feeling great about it. Can you tell me if it sucks or not? Please be brutally honest.
Right. Yeah.
And I think I woke up at like 1:30 the
Yeah.
next day, and I had 2 text messages on my phone. It was the first one was from Funk from Dillinger 4 saying, yeah, these songs are fucking rad.
Hell yeah.
I sent them to Toby from Red Scare.
Yeah.
And then I had another text message from Toby saying, hey, can you re-record these songs immediately because the songs are good, but the recording sucks.
Yeah.
And that's what we did.
Hell yeah.
Like that first record was re-recorded. I think we did it in like 6 or 7 days.
Nice.
And then Matt Allison, the famous Matt Allison, who has done like all the Alkaline Trio stuff, mixed and mastered our first record.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, and what what if Eric Funk responded, "Yeah, these aren't very good."
Then
It,
you and I wouldn't be
we wouldn't be
talking.
talking. I'd be like, "Who is
We
this
wouldn't be
weirdo?"
talking.
Yeah.
But that's like this is the thing like I try to tell people is like
Strange.
fuck man. Well, here's the thing is like maybe we wouldn't be talking, but I would still be trying
Oh yeah.
to make cool records.
Yeah.
Um but it's one of those things, man. It's so like happenstance and like so it's such a fickle, finicky world
World is
of
weird.
like I'm here with you right now because at 4 a.m. having drinks with a friend
Yeah.
and a roommate and us being like, this shit sucks. And me being like, well, wait, let me just send it to somebody.
Right.
That's the only reason why we're here.
It's so weird because especially like making stuff, no matter what. At least for me, in my broken brain, I'm always like, oh, well, this is terrible, no matter what, you know. And so it's it's always nice to get some perspective, especially from getting a D4 approval on asking them about like you know pop punk music is a pretty good tell if it's like you know good or not or worth it, whatever.
Yeah.
But yeah, but there's so many people that like I'm sure a bunch where it's like they just they have a cool thing or a thing at all and they don't want to put it out because they're like, yeah, I don't know. When it's just like you don't know how the world or whoever is going to respond to it.
Exactly. It's like It's one of those things where, like, I've had a million people reach out to me and be like, "Hey, can you show this to Toby?" I
Right.
will show everything to Red Scare.
Yeah.
Like, if you hit me up and you say, "Hey, can you show this to Red Scare?" Like, I will do it. But if you don't get a response, it's the nice way of saying it's not for us,
Right.
or it's not good.
Yeah.
And I'm saying this from like a place of
Peace and love.
peace and love. Yeah. Because I've made a million things that are not good.
Yeah.
I've made a million things that are not good. You know, like you, I'm 34 years old. I didn't make anything good until I was like 31.
Right.
Well, as far as like record label or any representation,
Yeah.
you know, um, it wasn't good until like 3 years ago.
Yeah.
But I've been making music since I was like 16 years old.
Yeah. Yeah.
So it took like almost half my life before like making anything that was like, oh, this is good enough to be released on a label.
Yeah. Yeah. I think that's important for people to hear, because some people, it's so easy to like give up on shit at the first like hurdle.
I mean, to me, like a musician is like, and I apologize for all the likes I'm saying.
It's okay.
Um, but to me, a musician is not a choice. It's like a calling. It's like
Yeah.
a thing that you do, and the probability of it never happening is so great.
There we
And even us, like, dude, we are not a cool band. We have support and stuff,
Right.
but we're not that cool of a band, you know? So fucking keep doing it. If you really care about it, keep doing it. You don't have to. Nobody's telling you to. But if you want to keep doing it, keep doing it. And it's not a glamorous life.
Mm-mm.
Our life is not glamorous.
Nah. Nah.
I live in South Dakota. I live in fucking South Dakota. Our other easily the most famous person in our band is Noelle,
Yeah.
and she lives in Iowa. Okay? Fucking Iowa.
God country. Yeah. Corn
Yeah.
country. I think. I don't know.
It's yeah. Yeah, it's nowhere is what it is.
Yeah. It's
But anyways,
yeah. It's a lot. A lot of shit. Butterfly effect and all that stuff. All that good stuff.
well, it's just I hate to make things negative, but it's not a glamorous life.
Yeah, it's being on touring is not fun. Well, it's fun. It's great. Great time. Love it. It's tough to sleep. You know, get good sleep and eat well, and you know,
You
it's
know,
hard out there.
I'm just so happy that I wasn't murdered. Uh, because I did like over a decade of sleeping on people's like kitchen floors,
Yeah,
and just the fact that like like what we did, and we don't do it anymore. Um, we at least make enough money to like go stay in a hotel
yeah,
that at least doesn't totally suck. Um, but like for years, for like over a decade, we would literally be on stage and be like, "Hey, if you like us, can we please come sleep on your floor?" And I'm just so grateful that every floor we slept on was not by a psychopath who is like, "I'm gonna fucking
make a
kill
skin
you
suit.
and have
Yeah,
sex with all your dead bodies and then
right.
eat you."
Yeah,
You know,
make
like
a sculpture
it's
out of you.
a miracle. It's a miracle we're not dead, because we slept on so many strangers' floors,
Yeah,
and I don't know how far your outreach is, but I want to say, hey man, if I ever slept on your floor, I appreciate the fuck out of you for not killing me and eating me.
not yeah, yeah. You know, yeah. If I've, we've done that before. Does anybody know where we can stay? And sometimes you get somebody named like Scab that comes up to you and is like, "Yeah, I got a barn," or whatever, some weird punk house, and you're like, "God,
Yeah.
could have died, could have been
What's
murdered."
what's what, what's funny is like the more like famous people I meet, the like, and I hate calling people out, but I'll say this. Um, Last year, like towards the end of our touring,
Hmm.
we met the dude from Leftover Crack.
Okay,
Came out to our Brooklyn show,
right.
and he brought this friend that wasn't wearing shoes. And they
Okay,
were like, "Hey, do you want to come stay with us?" And I was like, "Your friend's not wearing any shoes." Um, Thank you, but no thank you.
right.
And that guy ended up getting kicked out of the venue. And I was like, yeah, I'm so glad we're not staying with this person. Um, which, Leftover Crack is, uh, I'm a huge fan.
Right.
I've been listening to them. Fuck World Trade was a massive, rad record that I
Right.
loved.
But
Um,
but you got to be wearing shoes. You're walking around Brooklyn. Where we
but don't bring your friend without
at
shoes.
least Crocs, something, a pool shoe, something.
Honestly, if you're wearing Crocs,
Okay, choose your
I'm not
words.
saying.
Choose your words carefully. Really,
Well, okay. You know what? I guess Crocs are better than no shoes,
medical
but
professionals wear Crocs.
yeah, it's one of those things where like Crocs. You know what? Let's move on.
I feel like we're just digging a Croc grave right now. Uh,
Really, if you wear Crocs, that's great. They are very comfortable. But I don't trust you.
Wow. Tane.
Do you have Crocs?
Yes, I do.
Are you a Crocs guy?
I'm a Crocs guy. Yeah. It's a recent
Well,
development in the past 2 years.
well, it's you know what we're this is
Can we
what
work past that?
no, yeah, we can. This is
Okay.
what podcasting is all about.
Yes. Building
We have
bridges
to we yeah,
between communities.
we have to have differentiating qualities, all right?
This is the tough. We're playing hardball. This is tough talk.
Okay, but okay, here's the thing.
Mhm.
I'll say Crocs comfortable,
Yes, absolutely.
but the Crocs lifestyle,
Mm, that's fair.
it pisses me off.
Just is it the absence of style in the croc? What is the tipping point?
The tipping point is like I dated somebody
Here we go.
who was like a big Crocs person,
Okay. Yeah.
but they would buy like the high-heeled Crocs.
Okay. Yeah, that's not me.
With like the spikes
Mm,
and
okay.
what are the little trinkets that you can put on your Croc?
Gibbets.
Gibbets. Okay.
Mm. I'm not a gibbets guy.
Yeah, I don't mind it. I don't mind it. But it's the same reason why I don't wear Vans.
Mm,
I like purposefully don't wear Vans because it's like it's this weird lifestyle brand
it's true.
that I can't subscribe to it. Can't do it. I can't
That's
fucking
fair.
do it, man. I
Tane,
can't
that's
fucking do
fair. That's fair. I accept you with your distrust and disdain of Crocs. Not may I don't know.
it. You know what I will subscribe to Jordans.
Okay. If we got a Croc Jordan collab, would that be okay?
Yeah, probably.
Okay. I'll see what I can do.
Okay. Make it
Hmm.
happen.
How's so you guys did put out an album in 2023, Head Full of Snakes. How's the response been to that?
It's been fucking way better than I thought it would be.
That's great. Yeah.
It's been really good.
Yeah.
We fucking like the way the response has exceeded everything because I thought we would be like a one album band.
Really.
Yeah, I don't know. I just I just don't we write the music that we love and I guess at the end of the day, man, I feel more blessed that we have people backing us up than not. So when we put out a record and someone's like, "Hey, this is rad," we have like some weird like acoustic covers coming out of some of those songs on our latest record,
Okay.
and I'm more stoked on hearing other people's interpretations of our record.
Oh, so you have other people covering your
doing
songs. Okay.
doing some of our stuff, yes.
That's cool.
Um some bigger names. And they're coming.
Yeah.
It's not out yet, but pay attention because it's gonna be way bigger than any of the shit we're doing.
That's cool.
But
That's exciting.
it is. I mean, I just never imagined that people would be like hit me up, like some of my favorite artists would hit me up and be like, "Hey, I really like this song. Can I do a cover of it?" You know?
Yeah.
I'm a fan way before I am a musician.
Mm.
So when people I'm a fan of hit me up and say, "Hey, I'm gonna do this cover because I really like your song," that's like the most validating thing.
Yeah.
It's not the numbers of people that are listening to us on
Right.
Spotify or the numbers of people that are buying our records, which I appreciate.
Of course.
I don't want to please keep buying our records.
Yeah.
I I I,
Please.
I don't I don't want to make people feel underappreciated, but um I'm a
Yeah.
fan
Yeah.
way before being in a band.
Well, yeah.
And
It's yeah.
when people that I'm a fan of say like, "Hey, I really like this song. I really like the lyrics. Can I please do a cover?" I'm like, "Oh shit. You just validated everything I ever wanted to be."
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. Yeah. I, the older I get, the more I, the more I like to I'll just send a message to somebody like that I like what they did, and talk
Yeah.
about whatever the thing I'm telling them about. But it's just like I don't know. It's a little. People like to hear that the stuff they made is cool, and so for you to hear from like whoever, somebody's band you've been listening to, the singer of some band you've been listening to since you're a teenager, is just, I'm sure, uh, blows your mind.
Yeah. It's weird. It,
Yeah.
it's weird and it's really cool.
Yeah.
Hey, can we take a small break?
Sure. I was about to, we were almost to the end. That's a,
I just I have to piss really
yeah,
bad.
go for it. Go for it.
Okay.
I'll cut this out. So the response has been good for Head Full of Snakes.
Yeah, it's been fucking rad.
Yeah.
Way better than I ever expected.
Hell yeah. That's great. That's that's exciting. Uh,
Yeah.
are you guys? Is there more touring in this year? Around that?
Uh, we don't have anything on the books, but we have. I don't know when this will come out, but
Probably two
we
ish
probably
weeks.
have already played the one Minneapolis show
Yeah.
that you can catch us at. But yeah, I don't know. We we're working on like a international thing,
Ooh,
like maybe doing the United Kingdom
that's cool.
and Australia. We have like some of that in the works,
Nice.
but don't I can't say officially.
Okay. I didn't hear.
Um but that's the thing we're working on. Um and more East Coast states. I don't
Hell
know.
yeah.
That's where we do the best.
Hell yeah.
Um Chicago can always expect us because we play Chicago more than any place on earth. Um we do. We do. We play it more than Minneapolis. We
Yeah.
play Chicago so goddamn much. Um
It's a cool place. Yeah.
well, we love Chicago.
Yeah.
We love it. Um And fuck, you probably catch us at Fest again. You know,
Yeah.
we're never short of playing Fest shows. So, yeah, man. Otherwise, fucking keep playing us on Spotify.
Hell yeah.
Buy our records. Buy our shirts. You can find it all on any of our social media. So that's my plug. That's my one and only plug.
I'll put all your social media stuff in there.
Thanks, man.
Yeah, thanks. Stay on for a minute. But Tane, you had options and you decided to talk to me. I appreciate it.
Thanks, Michael. I appreciate you.